In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on September 1st, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Miami Marlins versus Washington Nationals. The Miami Marlins and Washington Nationals square off on Monday in MLB action at Nationals Park, kicking off their series in the nation's capital. Washington heads into this matchup desperate to break out of their rough slide, having dropped a bunch of games in a row lately. They're sitting a full 30 games under .500 for the year, which tells you everything about how tough it's been. The Nationals haven't found much success on their home turf either, posting just 26 wins against 42 losses at Nationals Park. On the other side, the Marlins have put together a decent road record at 34-35, giving them a fighting chance away from home. Miami's coming in with some positive vibes after taking a solid series from the Mets, and overall, they've shown they can hang with teams this season, a real step up from the struggles of recent years. We still don't have confirmation on Miami's starter, and it looks like Washington might be bringing up a fresh arm from the minors, leaving this pitching duel as a bit of a mystery heading into game time. As our first pick for this matchup, the Miami Marlins money line is our full game side pick. Washington's offense has been sputtering during their current 8-game losing streak, averaging just 3.1 runs per contest, while their pitching staff posted a rough 5.37 earned run average overall this season. The Nationals have gone under the total in 6 of their last 9 home games, particularly when facing teams from the National League East. Miami's bats have shown flashes lately, but they've struggled to produce consistently on the road, scoring under 4 runs in 4 of their past 6 away contests. With both teams dealing with uncertain starting pitchers, including a potential debut for Washington's Andrew Alvarez, expect a cautious, low-scoring affair as the arms settle in and the defenses take control early. The head-to-head history between these clubs has trended toward unders in day games at Nationals Park, with the total staying below in 7 of the last 10 such matchups. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Toronto Blue Jays versus Cincinnati Reds. The Toronto Blue Jays and Cincinnati Reds face off on Monday in MLB action down at Great American Ballpark, kicking off what should be an interesting interleague series between these two clubs. Cincinnati managed to grab a victory Sunday afternoon, dodging a clean sweep in their previous set, but they've been dealing with all sorts of headaches over the past couple of weeks. The Reds have put together a respectable 37-31 record when playing in front of their home crowd this season, giving them a slight edge on their own turf. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays sit right at .500 on the road with a 34-34 mark, showing they can hold their own away from home. Toronto also steered clear of a sweep in their Sunday matchup against Milwaukee, and they're rolling out Bassett on the mound, who's been sharp lately by giving up just 2 earned runs across his last 2 appearances. Cincinnati counters with Green, who's been steady by holding opponents to 3 earned runs or fewer in each of his past 5 starts. This lines up as a solid battle between the starters, but the Reds keep stumbling into losses these days. As our first pick for this matchup, the Toronto Blue Jays money line is our full game side pick. Toronto's pitching staff has been locking things down lately, with Bassett posting a stingy 2.45 earned run average over his last 3 outings, while the Blue Jays bullpen ranks in the top third of the league for fewest runs allowed per game this month. Cincinnati's offense has cooled off during their recent skid, averaging under 4 runs per contest in their past 7 home games, and they've gone under the total in 5 of their last 8 overall. With Green's impressive 2.81 earned run average anchoring the Reds side and both teams facing strong arms in a park that hasn't seen many fireworks lately, expect the bats to stay quiet as the game focuses on small ball and defense. Head-to-head trends show these clubs combining for fewer than 9 runs in 4 of their last 5 meetings, pointing toward another low-output affair. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Mets versus Detroit Tigers. The New York Mets and Detroit Tigers square off on Monday in MLB action over at Comerica Park, kicking off what could be a tight interleague series between these two clubs. New York heads into this one fresh off dropping a series to the Miami Marlins, leaving them with some questions to sort out. Meanwhile, Detroit returns home riding high after taking a series from the Kansas City Royals on the road. Taking the hill for the Mets is Sean Manaea, while the Tigers send out Charlie Morton. Manaea's been in a real rough patch lately, posting a bloated 7.13 earned run average through August, and coughing up 4 or more runs in 4 out of his 5 starts that month. That's nowhere near what New York expected from him when they brought him on board. To make things tougher, the Mets have only won 2 of the 9 games he's started this season. Now he's facing a Tigers batting order that's hitting .262 in their home park, where they've racked up a strong 44-25 record overall. Manaea's barely lasted 5 innings in just 2 of his past 5 outings, and it wouldn't surprise me if this turns into another quick exit for him today. Over on the Tigers side, Morton steps up to start things off. Since landing in Detroit, he's put up a 4.61 earned run average while surrendering 14 runs across 27.1 innings of work. The bright spot is that he's kept opponents to 2 runs or fewer in 3 of those 5 starts, showing he can dial it in when it counts. That gives him a real shot to capitalize on how New York's bats went quiet in their last game. Plus, the Mets have struggled badly on the road with a 28-37 mark, pointing to some ongoing travel woes. Beyond the starters, both teams' bullpens have put up pretty comparable numbers throughout the season. All things considered, I'm putting more faith in Morton over Manaea right now, especially with how sharp Detroit has looked at home lately. As our first pick for this matchup, the Detroit Tigers money line is our full game side pick. Detroit's pitching has been locking down opponents during their recent hot streak at home, with the Tigers going under in their last 4 games overall while allowing an average of just 3.5 runs per contest in that span. New York's offense has cooled off on the road lately, scoring fewer than 4 runs in 3 of their past 5 away games, and they've hit the under in 7 of their last 10 interleague matchups, with Manaea's control issues potentially leading to an early exit and Morton capable of keeping things contained. Expect both bullpens to step up in a park that's seen unders cash in 3 of the last 4 head-to-head meetings between these clubs. The trends point to a defensive battle where scoring stays suppressed throughout the afternoon. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Cleveland Guardians versus Boston Red Sox. The Cleveland Guardians and Boston Red Sox square off on Monday in MLB action over at Fenway Park, kicking off a series that could go either way as both teams scrap for positioning late in the season. Cleveland heads into this matchup with some quiet confidence, especially with Parker Messick taking the hill after delivering 2 strong starts where he's kept things under control and limited damage effectively. The Guardians have shown they can hang tough on the road with a 32-36 mark away from home, and their lineup has the tools to exploit any inconsistencies from Boston's Brayan Bello, who's had his share of ups and downs despite improving at Fenway. Boston sits at 76-62 overall but has dropped to 42-27 at home, and they've really struggled against left-handed pitching lately, batting under .240 with minimal power in their last dozen games facing southpaws. Messick's early success gives Cleveland a real edge here, as he's posted a stingy 0.66 earned run average while mixing pitches well and keeping runners stranded, which could neutralize a Red Sox offense that's averaged fewer than 4 runs per game in their recent home stands. The Guardians have pulled off wins in 56% of their games as underdogs this year, and with Boston winning just 60% as favorites, this feels like a spot where Cleveland's pitching advantage and opportunistic hitting could steal one in a park where they've split the season series so far. As our first pick for this matchup, the Cleveland Guardians money line is our full game side pick. Messick's been solid through 2 starts, and the Red Sox have not been very good against lefties as of late. On the other side, the Guardians remain one of the worst teams in baseball against righties in August, and Bello's really improved his play at home. I think this is a lower scoring matchup here. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Angels versus Houston Astros. The Houston Astros and Los Angeles Angels wrap up their series on Monday with some MLB action down at Dakin Park, where both teams look to end things on a high note after a competitive weekend. The Angels have already grabbed 2 wins out of the first 3 games against Houston in this set, putting them in position to claim the series outright. They'll send lefty Yusei Kikuchi to the mound, who comes in sporting a 6-9 record alongside a solid 3.68 earned run average this season. On the other side, the Astros plan to bring back Luis Garcia for his first start of the year after a long injury layoff. His last big league appearance came back in 2023, where he put up a 4 earned run average and 1.3 WHIP over 6 outings and 27 innings. Houston's bats have been in a real funk lately, managing just 3 runs per game across their past 14 contests, which has made it tough to string together consistent production. The Angels haven't exactly lit up the scoreboard either, averaging only 3.2 runs per outing in their last 13 games, leaving both sides searching for ways to generate more offense in key spots. All things considered, Kikuchi feels like the more reliable option here compared to Garcia, who might need time to shake off the rust after such a lengthy absence. And with Houston struggling to push runs across, this shapes up as a spot where the Angels can capitalize and walk away with another victory over their division foes. As our first pick for this matchup, the Los Angeles Angels money line is our full game side pick. Los Angeles has thrown some quality arms throughout this series so far, and they're pushing hard for that series-clinching win in this finale. The Angels haven't had the easiest time away from home with a 30-37 road record this year, while Houston has held serve pretty well in their own park at 41-30 overall. The Astros currently cling to a slim 2-game lead atop the American League West standings, and getting Garcia back into the mix is a boost for their rotation down the stretch, though he might need a game or two to find his rhythm after the extended time off. Meanwhile, the Angels counter with Kikuchi, who surrendered at least 4 earned runs in 3 of his past 4 starts, which isn't ideal heading into a tough environment. Neither starter jumps out as a sure thing in this spot, creating some uncertainty that could lead to more scoring opportunities as the game wears on. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.